Hari Om children. Today's topic of Bal Sanskar class is Sant Malukdas ji. He was born in the village of Kada in the district of Allahabad in the year 1631. During the time of Sant Malukdas ji, there was a severe famine. Animals, birds and humans all began to suffer from hunger and started dying. People gathered and sought refuge in Sant Malukdas ji, praying, Maharaj, you're a capable being. If your grace descends, then it is possible for us to be saved from this famine. The saint replied, Pray to God. He is the protector, nurturer, and remover of all difficulties for everyone. Due to compassion, Malukdas ji went to the bank of Ganga river to pray. Meanwhile, Sant Malukdas ji's disciple, Lalji Das, arrived. Seeing the empty seat, he asked his fellow disciples and found out that Maharaj ji has gone to pray for rain with his devotees. Hearing this, Lalji Das became very angry and said, Indra is so arrogant that he would only make it rain when our Guru Maharaj is there. This is a mockery of Saint Sadgurudev. It is beyond my tolerance. I will punish Indra. He raised his stick and angrily declared, I will hit Indra in such a way that he will fall from his throne. As Lalji Das made this resolution, Indra's throne shook. Immediately, Indra ordered the clouds to rain. At that moment, due to the heavy rain, Sant Malukdas ji returned from the middle of his prayer. Upon returning to the ashram, when all the disciples narrated Lalji Das's miracle, Malukdas ji was very displeased with Lalji Das and said, Son, it is due to your devotion to Guru that you have acquired the power of truth and determination. But you should not have been angry in this way. Lalji Das asked for forgiveness from his Guru Maharaj and pledged not to do such a thing in the future. Sant Malukdas ji affectionately embraced his humble, service-oriented and devoted disciple with his heart. The benevolent Guru kept giving and giving until there was nothing left. Let us begin by remembering the revered Guru in today's Bal Sanskar class. Firstly, all the children will stand in their respective places and jump a little on their tippy toes. Now all the children will chant Om. Children, now we will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power.
Hariom kids, it's time for story now. There was a noble man named Malukchand. He walked on the right path in his childhood and took refuge in devotion, but went astray in his youth. There was a temple near his house. One night he could not sleep properly because of the sound of priest's kirtan. In the morning he scolded the priest a lot. "What is all this?" The priest said Ekadashi Jagran Kirtan was going on. "Hey, why are you doing Jagran Kirtan? You have made us sleepless. After a good sleep, a person gets ready for work, then he earns and then he eats." The priest said, "Malukji, it is God who feeds. The reason behind your and your wife's bread making. The one who feeds everyone else, the sustainer of all, is Jaganniyanta. What kind of a nurturer have you appointed?" "Baba, you talk about Adam's time. Does your nurturer come and feed each one of us? We eat only when we earn." Priest said, "He feeds everyone. If they don't eat, then he forcibly feeds them. If your God is not able to feed me in 24 hours, then you will have to stop this bhajan kirtan forever." Malukchand went into some deep forest and sat down on a high branch of a huge tree and said, "Now let's see who comes here to feed." 24 hours will pass and the priest will be defeated. The hassle of kirtan will be gone forever. After 2 to 3 hours, a stranger came there. He rested under the same tree, then picked up his luggage and left, but forgot one of his bags there. When and how God inspired whom, only God knows. After some time, 5 robbers passed away from there. One of them said to his chief, "Master, there is a bag lying here. When I opened it, I saw a tiffin filled with hot food. Master, I'm hungry. It seems that Allah Ta'ala has sent this food for us only." "Hey, how will your Allah Ta'ala send food here? To catch us or trap us? Some enemy must have poisoned it and kept this tiffin here or there. Must be some conspiracy by the police. Just look here and there who kept it." When he looked up, he saw a man sitting on the branch of a tree. The robbers shouted, "Hey, get down! You must have kept this food." "I didn't keep it. Some traveler had just come here, he forgot it and went away." "Get down! You must have mixed the poison in it and now you're making excuses to escape. You will have to eat this food. You have definitely mixed poison in the food. Hey, get down! Now you'll have to eat." The robbers forcefully caught Malukchand and brought him down. "Take it, eat your food." "I will not eat." Ustad slapped him hard on his face. "Hey, how can he not eat?" "Press his nose and open his mouth." When they were not eating, the dacoits started beating them. Malukchand remembered the priest's word that if you don't eat, he will forcibly feed you. He thought, "There are 5 of them and I'm alone. If I don't eat, they'll break my bones and ribs into pieces." Therefore, he started eating quickly and said in his mind, "My father has agreed, feeds even after beating." You may feed in the form of dacoits or you may feed in the form of devotees, but you are the one who feeds. You proved your priest's words to be true. The stream of devotion of Malukchand's childhood burst forth. After beating him, the robbers left from there. Then Malukchand ran and came to the priest and said, "Priest Ji agreed that if you don't eat, he will come and forcibly feed you." The priest said, "Well, if someone does not eat food for 3 days, he definitely comes in some form or the other and feeds them. But I had prayed that the condition has been set for 1 day, not 3 days. If someone prays wholeheartedly with true devotion and faith, he definitely listens. He is omnipresent, omnipotent. Nothing is impossible for him.
कर्तुं शक्यम् अकर्तुं शक्यम् अन्यथा कर्तुं शक्यम्.
Malukchand started thinking, now I will search for that Almighty who fed me even after beating me. They went into the dense forest in search of the feeder. There he got engaged in bhajan kirtan. When he started, it seemed as if Saint Malukdas had appeared in front of Malukdas. Then his darshan changed the lives of many. Many people's attitudes changed due to his satsang. After getting his company, misguided people started walking on the right path. Thousands and lakhs of people got saved. So you see, children, from this story we learn that only God takes care of us. Hence, we should not be arrogant. Whatever we have received should be considered as God's gift and should be utilized properly.
Competition time. And now it's time for knowledge competition. You'll be asked a question and there will be 4 options for you to choose from. You have to provide the correct answer within 10 seconds. The question is, which month begins with the day of Sharad Poonam? The options are Bhadrapad, Ashwin, Kartik, Margshish. The correct answer to the question will be revealed to you at the end of the session. Glory of Indian culture, the mausoleum of Sant Malukdas ji. Sant Malukdas ji lived to the age of 108. In the year 1739, as he was departing from this world, he instructed his devotees, after bathing the statue of Lord Jagannath, wherever the water flows, build my mausoleum there and offer a thick bread made from the leftover dough used to make the bread for Lord Jagannath as an offering to the servant. However, the devotees did not muster the courage to make such arrangements in Jagannath Puri. Hence, they placed the Maharaj's body in a box and offered it to the water deity in the river. Nevertheless, the box floated to the shore, inspiring someone to arrange exactly as Malukdas ji had desired. Even today, the mausoleum of Malukdas ji is located at the south gate of the Jagannath temple. The leftover dough used to make the bread for Lord Jagannath is transformed into a bread offering for Malukdas ji. The soul is an eternal part of the Supreme Soul. If it takes refuge in the Supreme Soul and resolves something, nature always assists. It does not remain unfulfilled without accomplishing it, no matter what the circumstances are. Informative questions. How should one increase love for God? Revered Babuji says that there are 5 things that help increase love for God. 1. Listen to or read the life stories and experiences of great personalities. This will enhance devotion. 2. Sing or listen to hymns in praise of God. An empty mind is devil's workshop. When alone, hum hymns, do meditation or recite prayers. Discuss about God and glories of God and great beings when meeting each other. Such discussions bring new thoughts, dispel ignorance and increase faith. Cultivate the habit of being joyful by remembering the Guru of God always. These 5 things are extremely helpful in increasing love for the Supreme Soul. There are 5 obstacles in increasing love for God. 1. Love for the external world scatters love for the Supreme Soul. 2. Reading unnecessary literature, books disperses love for the Supreme Soul. One should only read literature approved by the Guru. 3. Being with external oriented people, eating or shaking hands with them creates slight disturbances, and coming into their breath reduces love for the Supreme Soul. If you become attached to any person, your love for the Supreme Soul will be stuck in a quagmire and fall. If you love someone more than the Supreme Soul, they will bring you down to their level. Even if you become a teacher or a speaker out of self-will, the essence of love dries up. Love the knowers of Brahman, their words and their scriptures. Associate with them, as their company enhances the essence of love. The sweetness of devotion blossoms, and the light of knowledge begins to shine. Health tips. Remedies to cure fever. Fasting for a day and drinking only boiled water brings down the fever. Make a soup of moth lentil and drink it. It provides relief in fever. Boil basil and mint leaves in water. Take it off the stove and keep it covered for 10 minutes. Then mix it with honey and drink it. It provides relief in fever and removes the sluggishness from the body. Drinking a decoction of fennel and coriander mixed with sugar candy cures pitta fever. Do's and don'ts. Useful rules in life. The place where you live and the surrounding area should be kept clean. Trim your nails when they grow and do not keep long and dirty nails. Avoid cutting your hair on days other than Wednesdays and Fridays. If you want to do an oil massage, it should be done on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Avoid wearing shoes with high heels or narrow toes. Powders, snow and other similar products from the natural beauty of the skin. One should avoid using them. Avoid wearing tightly fitted and synthetic clothes. Tight clothes do not allow the skin to breathe properly and hinder blood circulation. Do not tighten the waist too much with a belt, as it can lead to gas formation in the stomach. Do not drink water immediately after returning from somewhere, nor should you bathe immediately. Take at least 15 minutes to rest, then wash your hands and feet, and finally drink water after rinsing your mouth. Homework. This week all children will come to Bal Sanskar class and stand up to recite a bhajan of their choice. Questionnaire. Get ready for the quiz. What was the name of Malukdas ji's disciple? Why did Malukdas ji disciple get angry? How did God teach Seth Malukchand ji a lesson? What lesson do we learn from today's story? Where is the Samadhi of Malukdas ji? Which things or activities help in increasing love for God? What things or activities hinder the increase of love for God? Name 5 sages from the time of Ramayana. Name 5 useful rules for daily life. Prayer time.
Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormam amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
O Lord, lead us from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light, and from mortality to immortality. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om!
The correct answer to the knowledge competition is Kartik month. Kartik month begins from the day of Sharad Poonam.